let's talk about making your own minis or using Kit Bash minis that you buy elsewhere and using them for any game. If you're into role-playing games like D&D or Mörk Borg or Call of Cthulhu, or if you like wargaming or maybe skirmish games like Warcry, Forbidden Psalm, Turnip 28, whatever it is. If you're into any of these games and you've got miniatures, I'm going to show you how you can use your minis for any game. Doesn't matter. So as an example, today, I've got these guys. Okay, this is my Cult of the Bee, or the Cult of the Honeyed Body, as I called it. And these guys are not for any official game system. I didn't buy these for a specific game. These are all different sculptors. These little guys here, they are Wolpertinger miniatures. These little hives as well. This guy's Gardens of Hecate, and this is Archon Studios plastic miniature. So how can we use these minis that aren't made for any specific game and adapt them to any game system we like? Basically, if you've got any kind of miniature, you can make up your own rules and your own story for that mini, and there's ways to use them for any game. So today, what I want to do is to just show you how to do that. I'm going to make stat blocks for all of these minis for both Mörk Borg as well as Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. I am planning on also doing this for Forbidden Psalm, so you can use these also in that game. But the point of this is to show you that it doesn't matter. You can make your own rules for these games and then use your minis for whatever. So, and this is the important part, you don't have to buy new minis for every game that you start. You can just use your existing collection, right? I've got so many, look at this. I've got so many miniatures just in this shelf alone. Like, imagine how stupid it would be if I would say, oh, all of these goblins, I can't use these for anything else other than Warhammer. Obviously, of course, you can use them for whatever, right? So, I'm going to show you how to do that. First of all, obviously, you want to pick some models or kit bash something and then decide on what you want to use. In this case, I had a look at the models that I built and painted for my Cult of the Bee project, and I divided them into these 5 types of enemies. So we're going to build 5 stat blocks to make these playable in a game. For now, let's focus on Mörk Borg and go through one by one and make some stats for these nasty freaks. Okay, so how you do this is up to you. I decided to use a program called Figma, which is like design software. I used to be a UI designer, so I'm used to this software. And I just built this little stat block template. Basically, it's all modular and it's all based on these components. So I can go in here and I can change the damage from D4 to D6. I can go into the special ability, rename it to like a mega sword. I can go in here and change the description to it kill you dead. I've got this table down here. I can remove or add columns and rows, and I can change obviously the description of every one of these. I can change the name of the creature to Megazord the Magnificent, and this is the flavor text, so the killer of all dead is what I decided to put in there. So I used that and I built 5 stat blocks that are thematic and fun and easy to use for Mörk Borg, for you. Let's go through them. The desecrated skep are unholy hives. The colony residing within feasts solely on ambrosia, corpse nectar extracted from unwilling sacrifices. Basically, you place these and they give buffs to their allies and debuffs to everyone else. The honeyed cultists are former apiarists and herbalists. Their heads are shrouded in hollowed beehives, masks of their twisted faith. Beneath these masks, their faces swell with stings. For melee attacks, they use rusty apiarist tools, and they can send bees for ranged attacks. The honey descended are leaders and elites for the cult of the honeyed body. Hardened by 1,000 stings, only the strongest are able to hear the All-Queen. They carry incense burners to pacify sacrificial candidates. They've got a shroud of incense, which makes you fall unconscious if you stand too close to them during battle. Amongst the worst things you could face when you are confronted by the cult of the honeyed body is the hive homunculus. These wretched constructs are created by encasing a living sacrifice in clay, straw, wax and sticks, inviting a swarm to nest within, animating the vile puppet. This is a walking bee's nest. If you attack it, bees swarm out and retaliate against you, and it's got a nasty melee attack. Summoned by ancient rites, the drones of the All-Queen descend upon the unfaithful to rend them with their mandibles and deliver the sweet, final sting of death. When the drone of the All-Queen is nearly dead, it will find the nearest PC and deliver its final sting, after which it immediately perishes and you get to roll on a table to see what happens. It might explode into a vile mist or a swarm of bees, but it could also solidify in valuable amber or make all the other cult members die where they stand. I hope this was fun for you, and maybe this video has inspired you to go through your collection and see like maybe what else can I use these minis for, or maybe you want to go kit bash something just out of bits you have or leftover stuff and just make up a reason to use it, right? If you play Mörk Borg and you would like to encounter these cultists, I have actually included the stat blocks I created for these guys free of charge as a download in the video description. So you can go down there right now, download it and have a blast. I've also made D&D 5th edition versions of these creatures. So you can use these in your D&D games as well. You can buy these minis from where I got them, or you can kit bash your own, make your own stuff. You don't even have to use minis. You can draw something, put it on a piece of paper, whatever works for you. Just get out there, play some games, and use these cool, weird bee cultists. I would love it if you use these. If you end up using them, please tag me or like send me a message. I would love to see it. And also if you have, if you actually play with these and you have some feedback on like the balancing and the actual like gameplay, let me know. I can do like revisions. I am also working on a playable Mörk Borg player class that is like a cultist, a bee cultist that you can play as. And eventually I want to also create like a little adventure as well, where you and your friends have been captured by this terrible bee cult and you now have to escape from them. And maybe at the end you get to fight this guy. We'll see. So go down into the description. You can download the stat blocks for these guys for free, and I will let you know if I make some other content for these guys. I would love it if you played with these bee cultists in your own games. If you end up making your own or buying your own, tag me on Instagram, let me know, let's share the love. And I already have my eye on some other bee related miniatures that I got recommended in the comment section in one of my first videos. So maybe these guys will get some reinforcements soon, we'll see. Alright, that's it from me today. Please like and subscribe if this is your jam, and I hope to see you in the next one. Oh, spoiler, in the next video, we're gonna be painting the Sin Eater. I already started, I'm waiting on stuff to dry. All right, see you later, bye-bye.